It's amazing.
But man,
the little
she just
Bluetooth thing, the earring.
It's
earrings.
astonishing. She talks. The only way I can describe it is she talks in circles.
Yeah.
Right. It's like
Tim Dillon says it's like she does gypsy curses because she speaks in gypsy curses.
That's very good. But it's, we need to build an opportunity economy, because if Americans don't have opportunity, then they're not going to have the opportunity to be Americans. And it's like, what the hell?
The opportunity
did
to
you
generate
just say?
wealth and generational wealth. Like, wait a minute. Do you know how few people generate generational wealth? That means you have so much money, you're going to give it to other generations.
Well, but there's actually, okay, I mean, I give a lot of speeches, so there's actually a skill to this. I think that she is the Michael Jordan of using as many words as possible to say as little as possible. There's actually a certain gift that she has, because you listen to her talk and you're 100, 200 words into it, you're 500 words into it, and you're like, what the hell did she just say? She didn't say anything.
Right.
And that actually, I mean, okay, so yeah, there's a certain political skill in saying a lot without actually saying anything, but it actually worries me about her being president. Like, okay, there are all these substantive policy disagreements, and we could talk about, okay, I don't like her border policies, I don't like this, I don't like that. But what does she do when she's in a meeting with a world leader and she has to know the details of public policy to negotiate with Vladimir Putin or Xi Jinping? Like, one of the major things that you do as a president is you participate in economic negotiations, like what tariffs are we going to apply on your goods unless you lower the tariffs on ours, or vice versa, right? You have to be able to know a little bit about your job to be the president of the United States. And I don't know that she has an ounce of curiosity about public policy in this country. That's what scares the hell out of me.
All. I mean, look, I think a lot of Michigan voters are asking, what are you going to do to make my groceries more affordable? And Kamala's response is, well, Donald Trump is bad. What are you going to do to make it so that especially for young people, what are you going to do to make it so that we can afford to buy a home in this country that all of us love? And her response is, JD Vance is a fascist. And what are you going to do to close down that southern border that Kamala Harris opened? And her response is, well, Donald Trump's voters are bad people. I don't think that this is a person with a closing message that can win in the state of Michigan, because it's clear she has no actual solutions for the problems that in many cases she played a critical role in creating. So I actually feel like we're in a very good spot, in part because Kamala Harris's closing message is such a disgrace. And I actually, Rob, okay, I signed up for this. Donald J. Trump signed up for this. I wouldn't shed any tears for us. Because, look, we asked the American people to vote for us. We stepped into the political arena ourselves. But it really does bother me that Kamala Harris has decided to attack not just me and President Trump, but our voters. You're not a bad person for wanting the border secured. You're not a bad person for wanting to be able to afford groceries when you go to the grocery store. And it's disgraceful for a person who wants to lead the whole United States of America to say that people are Nazis or fascists or racists because they think that she's doing a bad job. She should look in the mirror, not attack her own citizens.